So ladies and gents, what are we looking at today? Well, it is the VK7501K, the German Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank. Now my first impressions, to me it's a beautiful looking thing. Really nice modelling. I like the helmets and the water bottles on the right hand side of the turret, and that massive fuel tank looking thing in the jerry cans at the back. And you notice it is rear mounted, so it's like the VK4502A at tier 8, the 4502B at 9, and well, looks like the VK7201 Clamor water tank, and a little bit like, well not really a little bit like, but a similar design to the Panzerkampf 7. One thing to note though, it does have rather large looking front drive sprockets. Now I had a look on Tanks GG for the armour profile, but it's not up yet, so I can't really tell you a live comparison of the armour, but I can show you what it does actually have statistics wise. Now I'll run through the stats of the tank, and at the same time I'll compare it to the other tier 8 German premium heavy tanks in the game. So as you can see, it's got a pretty decent alpha with its average damage per shot at 490 compared to the low at 320 and the Marbreaker at 440. The average penetration is midway at 226, with the low being the highest at 234. But the APCR pen is 263 and the HE pen is 65. Now if you pen with HE, you're going to hit between 472 and 788 hit points. It'll fire 3.52 rounds per minute, which is the least amount compared to the other two. So the reload time with 100% crew is 17 seconds. The gun traverse speed is 22.9 degrees a second. Obviously not as quick as the low, but quicker than the Marbreaker. But it only has 5 degrees of gun depression. Now that'll be because it's a rear mounted turret, and it can be a little bit awkward when you think you've got a shot but you actually haven't because you can't get your gun down. It's got a decent aiming time of 2.59 seconds, a dispersion of 0.37, and its DPM is 1723 hit points. Obviously the Marbreaker has got 1836 due to its quicker reload time. It has 1600 hit points. Now its hull armour at the front is 180, but its turret armour is 250 at the front, 100 at the sides and 80 at the rear. It has a 900 horsepower engine, with the low having 1000 and the Marbreaker having 1600, and it has the best specific horsepower to ton being 12. It's got a top speed of 30 kilometers an hour, so it's not the slowest, it's not the fastest, and it does 15 kilometers an hour in reverse. The traverse speed is 22.95 degrees a second, with obviously the low being the quickest. No need to talk about its camo values because it's a heavy tank, it doesn't really have one. And it's got a base view range of 380 meters. So what we'll do now is we'll have a look at it in action. So I find myself here in this tank's element, really top tier on Studzansky, if that's how you say it, and based on the meta of this map I'm going to take myself over to the rail line on the sea line, and to be fair, it works absolutely perfectly with a rear mounted turret heavy tank, because you can sit yourself up, protect your weak spots and shoot anything that decides to poke itself round the corner at you. Now the speed of this vehicle is decent enough that you're going to get into position fairly quickly. I mean, it is good. It's not slow like some of the big German heavies that are out there. It's not the quickest, but it does its job to get where you need to, and it's going to allow me to get into position nicely enough. I know there's some heavies that I'm going to battle with, but there's 4 of them, but we'll see what comes across. Now I can see an Oni, and there's a Tiger 2. Nice AP round straight in there for 496, so I can rock around and try and protect that giant weak spot, which is the commander's cupola on the top. So if you want to take it out, aim for that cupola. So I've spotted the T34B, aim it in, try if I see if I can hit the top, and I do, and he bounces me also for 400, and I get a big one for 510 into him. But what I can see here is a Tiger captured side onto me, so he's just going to sit there. I'm going to bounce the T28, and here we go, put a shot into the Tiger, another bounce, and we've set that Tiger C on fire. Look at that damage rack up. We have killed him for 1010 hit points, and we've just bounced again the T28 HT. See that the T30 boy is putting his gun up to try and not to hit him. I put a shot into the Skoda T27 and I bounce his turret, which I've had some bounces on that vehicle as well. The Tiger II has moved across, and I'm looking to see if I can hit the Skoda or the T28. Trying to get the drive wheel of the Skoda, and I hit him for 436, and then I bounce him for 240. So we're already up to 2,454 damage, 1,680 blocks and 1,050. However, the T34B has just penned me in the cupola, but straight into the viewports of the T26 E4. So we just happily sat here. This is what this tank is brilliant at. If you can protect its weak spots, rock backwards and forwards, you've got your rear mounted gun. Obviously the HE is going to hit us like it did with the ONE, and so did the T34B, but we put a nice shot in and did some more damage on 3,300 damage. Yeah, I know I'm top tier, and yeah, it's a good gun, and the reload of 14 seconds, it's nice. And what else are we going to have? We could just keep rocking backwards and forwards and seeing if anything pops out. Can we hit the side of the Super Pershing? Yes, we can. 507 damage, so we're nearly up to 4,000 damage. It's the gun on this thing is, it's really impressive when it hits. That's what I like about it. And the fact that it's a premium tank is, if you're going to have games like this, you're going to rack up the credits, you're going to rack up the XP, and it's going to be training your crew nicely. So the game's fairly even. 7-4. Got the T34B again. Just take the time to aim on him. He puts his gun up, but I still managed to hit him, and he also, as well as the Skoda, bounces me. So I'm 2.3k blocked and just short of 4k damage done, 1,300 assistance. Now if I was to finish now, I'd be happy. I've got 2 kills and we're 9-5 up. Is it worth pushing on? Well, there's only the Tiger II, a Skoda left there, and well, it looks like it's a Comet and the ONE. So the ONE can still damage me. I've got 434 hit points left. Now if he hits me with his HE and he has a decent roll, he can kill me, and that Comet is still on 1,150 health as well. So I'm going to push up. Oh well, there's the Tiger II. He's only on 137 health. Now I can see where he is because I just get a highlight on his gun, so I can see if he's going to push out or not. But it's not worth me going just yet because he spotted me, and I don't know if there's anything. Well, I know where everything is apart from the arty. The Skoda is there. The Comet is dead. He was on full health not so long ago, but he's now gone. The T27 is on 6 hit points, the ONE is on 460, and that Tiger's on 137. He's going to pop out, and we put one into his lower plate, finish him off, and he bounces me at the same time. I'm happy with the result of this game so far, and well, we've got 3 kills, a lot of damage, a lot of block damage, and 1,500 assistance. Why would I not like this game? It's one of the very first games I played in it. Skoda is dead, and this next bit makes me laugh. The Skoda's obviously moved, and there he is, and the brilliant of this gun, he's hit me for 233 and massive bloom and a monster snapshot to finish him off. Now all that's left is the arty, so bear in mind I've just hit that Skoda with a tremendous snapshot. The reliability of the German gun is, there's the S51, auto aim, and I totally miss it. I'd have got a 5th kill out of it, but I got some assistance damage anyway. The victory is done. Let's have a look at these endgame stats. So as you can see, an absolute boatload of medals for me to pin on my chest here, notably the high caliber and the steel wall, and also the ace tanker. Quite a high amount of credits and experience as well, but bear in mind I was running a credit booster and I've got a referral booster running as well, and I also added the manageable bonus experience to this. But nevertheless, win 8 of 8,176, I'll take that as an average player. Let's look a little bit more into it then. Understandably, I was top damage with 4,464 with 4 kills, and my base experience of 1,400 269. I was really happy with that. But diving into the details of it all, I fired 12 shots, I hit 11 and I penned 10, giving me that 4,464 damage. And I was brawling, and it was, I say I was brawling, I was fairly up close, because you can allow yourself to do that on that map. So only 384 damage was done at more than 300 meters. I received 13 shots, of only which 3 penned and 9 non-penetrations. Obviously I received a splash damage, so my total blocked by armour was 2,880. I spotted 2 vehicles, damaged 6 and destroyed 4, and my assistance was 1,635. Now I only travelled 1.11 kilometres, but that's because I was playing around and brawling in that rail yard. Now this is what is worth looking at. On a standard account, I would have received 93,234 credits. That is nice on a standard account. Ignoring the referral bonus and everything else like that, to start off with, receiving 93,234 credits on a standard account, I was really happy with that. With the premium account, 139,851 credits. Brilliant. Like I say, removing the referral bonus and everything else, it still made a real good amount of credits. And to repair and resupply in total was just over 14,000 credits, which is not a lot at all. So my base experience, 1,469. Really nice. But with the premium, 2,204. Experience increase of 1,102, plus the bonus for it being a premium tier, and the ×5 manageable. So I ended up with 12,342 experience. That was nice. And these are things you got to bear in mind. You can add all these things on into your game to give yourself credit increases, experience increases. That's why the boosters are good as well. So I have loads and I run them, and obviously you've got them in the game, so they're always really worth activating. Now, my overall thoughts of this vehicle. Yep, I like it. Am I going to tell you to go and buy it? Like I say, with every other premium tank, it's your money. If you want to go and buy it, go and do so. Now, there's been recent premiums that have been released which are not as worthwhile, but this one I think is worth it, especially if you like playing your heavy tanks. And it can side scrape, and yet I was top tier in this game, but even at the tier 9s and tier 10s you can still bounce shots off tanks, but be mindful of that cupola. It is a weak spot on there, and like I say, it can be side scraped, and if you play it well and you play it situationally, you can rack up the damage. That gun is phenomenal when it hits. It really is. You can take a bit of a beating, and you're also going to get the premium benefits from it with the extra credit increase and the extra experience increase. So is it something I would recommend? I would recommend if you are looking to get a new premium tank, and especially a new heavy premium tank, then yeah, this one is fun to play. Again, you've got the gun depression to consider, but it's a rear mounted turret, so your gun depression is going to be short anyway. Well, I say short, it's going to be low, but it's a real, I really enjoy playing this tank. It was a real fun tank to play, and the benefits of it certainly were worth it. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope you like what I've shown you here, and I'll catch you later.